Hey everybody, I'm your host Chris Bissett, and on today's episode of Food Nerd, we're talking about the beautiful magnificence that is Beauty and the Beast.
I want adventure in the great white somewhere.
Hello?
I want it more than I can tell.
Come into the light.
For once it might be grand.
What if she is the one?
To have someone understand.
Pleased to meet you.
I want so much more than they've got planned.
And to go along with it, we're making some amazing French food. We're making a Basque Piperade, and to go along with it, a cheese souffle. So sit back, strap in, it's time to get our nerd on. Welcome to Food Nerd.
Ready, aim, fire.
That's in theaters now is actually a live-action remake of the 1991 Disney animated classic Beauty and the Beast. Both films are an adaptation of Jean-Marie Le Prince de Beaumont's 18th century fairy tale. The story follows a young girl named Belle who gets imprisoned by the fearsome Beast, who is actually a prince who is placed under a spell for actually being callous to a witch. Throughout the tale, the two begin to see the beauty that was within each other, and then begin to fall in love and become one of the greatest love stories ever told. Emma Watson, who you might remember from the Harry Potter films as Hermione, plays Belle in this film. She does an amazing job. The singing, the acting, portraying this character she was born to do. Does an amazing job. And Dan Stevens, who you guys might remember from Downton Abbey and a little film called The Guest, he does incredible as the Beast. They do a mixture of practical effects and CGI to pull off this incredible looking Beast. Of course, all the fan favorites like Lumiere and Gaston and Cogsworth and Mrs. Potts and Chip, all of them are back as a star-studded cast, an amazing soundtrack, which I say actually rivals the original Grammy Award-winning soundtrack. And the visual effects are stunning. This is a beautiful, beautiful film. Go see it for yourself. Definitely want to go see it in theaters.
Beauty and the Beast.
For our first dish today, we're making what the French call a Basque Piperade. And what it is it's a tomato and peppers stew that is representative of the French flag. Check this out. Alright, first we're going to start off by preheating our oven to 450 degrees. Then we're going to slice up 1.5 onions. And then we're going to add some olive oil into a hot pan. And then we'll go ahead and start sauteing up our onions. And we're going to add a little bit of salt, a little bit of garlic. And then we're going to add 1 teaspoon chili powder, 2 teaspoons smoked paprika, 1 teaspoon fresh cracked pepper, 1 large can of peeled San Marzano tomatoes, 1 jar of roasted sweet red bell peppers. Then we're going to add a little bit more salt, a little bit more pepper, and then I like to add anchovy paste. And then 2 bay leaves. And then next we're going to crack in 4 eggs and bake these off in the oven. And there you have it, Basque Piperade. All the success that Disney's having with the live-action version of Beauty and the Beast, they've decided to turn a bunch of their other properties into live-action films as well. Here's my top 5 list of the upcoming Disney live-action films. Alright, first up is The Lion King. This live-action adaptation is going to be directed by Jon Favreau and have Donald Glover playing as Simba, James Earl Jones as Mufasa, and possibly Beyoncé playing Nala. Alright, next up is Dumbo. This is going to be directed by Weirdo himself, Tim Burton. All that I know so far is Colin Farrell's attached, and so is Danny DeVito. I have no idea who's going to play the elephant. The Prince of Thieves, Aladdin. This film's set to be directed by one of my favorite directors, Guy Ritchie, who's done a ton of films that I absolutely love. Unfortunately, with the passing of Robin Williams, I have no idea who's going to play the iconic genie. Next up, Mulan. All I know about this film is it's set to be filmed by Nikki Caro, and she's the one who did the movie Whale Rider, and it's supposed to have an all-Asian cast. Beyond that, that's really all I know. And last but not least, my favorite, The Little Mermaid. I have no idea who's going to be playing Ariel in this, but I would love to see either Gemma Arterton, or Karen Gillan, or even Anna Kendrick. So, who would you like to see fill out Ariel's seashell bikini top? Leave us a comment. We'd love to hear from you. Flash in the pan! For our second recipe today, we're making a cheese souffle. To go along with the Be Our Guest song, you know, the beef ragout, cheese souffle. But we've already made a beef ragout in one of our earlier episodes, so we are going to be making a cheese souffle. I hope this turns out well. Alright, first we're going to start off by chopping up some chives, and then we are going to shred 1 pound of Swiss cheese. And then we're going to melt down 6 tablespoons of butter, and then to that we're going to add 6 tablespoons of flour and make a roux. And once our roux has come to a nice golden color, we're going to add 2 cups of milk slowly in small increments, and stirring that through to make a nice velvety sauce. Once it's thickened up, we will remove it from the heat. Alright, and then in a large mixing bowl, we're going to crack open 5 eggs. Actually going to separate the yolks from the whites, and we're going to use a plastic bottle to do this, just like a drinking water bottle. Just going to suck the yolks in and spit them out into the other bowl. Then we'll add some salt. And then we will whisk this up till they get kind of fluffy and add some air. Or until the point where we just finally say, screw it. That's enough air, and we move on, like now. Then whisk up your yolks in frame. There we go. Now we're going to add in our cream sauce that we made, and then we're just going to kind of fold it on. We're going to fold it on. There we go. Fold it on through. Just stir it on up. And then we are going to add in our fromage, or cheese. Now at this point you can add any toppings that you want or ingredients, so I'm going to add chives and a little bit of bacon. And then we're going to add our egg whites in. And then these we're just going to fold through, not like taking a lot of the air out of them, but just incorporating it into the mixture. Now we're going to take a little bit of butter and we're going to grease up these little ramekins and then add our mixture into these about 3/4 of the way up. Ladies and gentlemen, a cheese souffle. Oh no, na There's another recipe. There's the key change. I think they're almost done. No one really cares about some silverware. Spoonie and the Beast. Wait a minute, you a dude?
Oh yeah, you are too, right? Wait, why are you wearing a dress?
It's comfortable.
Okay.
And I like the way the breeze feels.
Oh, Spoonie.
Oh, Forky. Spoonie and the Beast. Alright, that's it for today's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please make sure to hit the like button down below. And if you guys haven't subscribed yet, make sure to hit the big red button to subscribe. That'll keep you up to date with all the new episodes that are going to be coming out. Also, make sure that you follow me on Instagram and Twitter at IamFoodNerd. You can also follow me on Facebook, facebook.com/IamFoodNerd. And right here on YouTube, youtube.com/FoodNerd. Make sure to share with all of your friends. We need to get the word out. Spread the nerdy love, people. It'll help you, it'll help me, it'll help everybody in the long run. You can also check me out every Wednesday on Words of Geekdom podcast over on iTunes and SoundCloud. But you can also find us now on Questionable Endeavor Network. It's a podcast network that has a bunch of different podcasts on it, and we are one of the newest ones on that network. So please make sure to check it out. You can go to www.questnnetwork.com to check out more on there. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Until next time, I'm your host, Chris Bissett. Stay nerdy, people.
Ready, aim, fire.